back with the next season of SDL. This is gonna be season 3. We have a almost any ability league. To say the least, I am quite excited. We have never played almost any ability. Shout out to the Shuttle Premier League, as we kind of replicated based off of that. But this is just a friendly league playing with some friends, so I don't think there's no harm in that. But we definitely drafted a really fun team, a really exciting team, and I'm actually so excited I actually put on a damn face cam. But I mean, this seems like a lot of fun. So without further ado, we'll look at what we drafted, why we drafted everything, and we should be uploading we'll be uploading videos weekly. So hope you guys enjoy this recap, and let's go ahead and look at the first mon we drafted, which is going to be our captain and kind of our mascot, Spectrier, Pierre, or Spectrier. Why this thing was loud, I don't know. Thank you, Average. But I mean, this thing is just nuts, and we just decided to slap on the ability Beads of Ruin and Pixelate. Beads of Ruin as hello, you're a Spectrier with 145 attack, and I mean, what's gonna tank a Beads of Ruin? We can run specs to be even more of a damage output. We have Pixelate. Pixelate is going to be a big thing to deal with our coverage. Obviously, Spectre gets Terra Blast, so being able to just use Pixelate to be able to get something other than Ghost moves, because unfortunately, Spectre's move pool, I think that's one of the biggest downsides. Its move pool is a little bit lackluster, to say the least. But definitely our fastest mon by far, which you'll see we might have a little bit of issues with our speed tiers, but we're gonna have fun with it anyway. But it's definitely our fastest. It's gonna be our main breaker, it's our captain, it's our mascot, and I'm just so excited to use our Pierre. So now let's go ahead and jump into, we went straight offense. Now we're going with one of our defensive staples. Atlas, our Tinkaton, is basically here to be our wall hazard setter, just support for the whole team. We gave it the abilities Regenerator and Well-Baked Body, as Tinkaton has great special defense and has high speed, so we went with Well-Baked Body just so we can absorb that fire type weakness. And not only that, though, we increase our defense based off of it. So that definitely seemed like a very good ability to give it. Like I said, this is going to be part of our hazards and one of our big support mons. That's going to just hopefully be as annoying as we can. And any ability, I just really wanted to use Tinkaton, as I love Tinkaton as a mon. The most lackluster thing is its ability to heal. So let's throw on leftovers and just Regenerator, and we'll just keep on healing. So it's gonna be so hard to break. It's gonna be so fun to use and annoy the heck out of people. So then we decided, I wanted a dark type to help cover with Spectrier. And the best one on the board, and one of the most fun ones I've used in a draft league that I've really want to just have some fun with, is Momosuke or Hydreigon. Being a dark type is very good defensively alongside Spectrier. Its whole role is going to be offensive, hazard, pivot. It's going to have so many different sets. There's so many different things we can do. It's going to be so hard to prep for. We went with Tinted Lens and adaptability, so it's going to be, even if you come in resisting, you're still gonna get smacked. Adaptability just a boost if there's a matchup that it doesn't have, that they don't take Dark or Dragon very well. Hello, we're going at adaptability just to increase our output. That's really much it. There's definitely gonna be a lot of Hydreigon sets. We're gonna be doing a lot with it, so I'm very excited to use Momosuke here. Following that, I really wanted I really wanted our hazard removal game. So why not go for the biggest boy of them all? One of my staples, actually, a mon that I've had very fun time with and success with, which is Jimbei or Blastoise. We went ahead and gave it the stamina ability and Volt Absorb. So we had a stamina just because stamina Blastoise is just funny. Slap on his Volt Vest and have it be hit with anything, and it's going to be so hard to remove. It's going to be so funny. Volt Absorb, we decided to go as originally we went with Mega Launcher to have fun with Shell Smash, which we may come back to. But there was a lot of coaches that drafted electric mons with Primordial C. So being able to have that Volt Absorb check just in case, funny enough, on a water type, but to be able to have that check, I thought would have been very helpful for us to have. And that's really it with Blastoise. Blastoise is going to be Big Man Blastoise for us once again. We decided I also really wanted to use our guy right here. We got Belly Bolt. We got Zeus, our Belly Bolt. It's going to be very good for just absorbing everything. It's able to status a bunch of stuff. It's going to be very hard to remove. We went ahead and went with Earth Eater, so that it has the ability to be basically Electros. So we have no weaknesses, and we also gave it Unaware if we wanted to go more stally 1 week. I mean, it's gonna be very versatile. It's gonna be one of our main defensive checks, and it's gonna be very fun as it still surprisingly puts out a little bit of damage. It doesn't have to be just all, so we'll definitely have some fun with Belly Bolt with our Zeus here. And then we also went. We decided that I really wanted a fire type, as Desolate Land is very good. Unfortunately, a lot of people, or a lot of the other coaches, we have a draft pool of 18 coaches, so it was a lot for one draft board, which probably should have decreased the amount of points we had to try to narrow. But a lot of the good fire types were gone, so I really wanted a fire type to have Magic Guard and to take away some faster Primordial C users. So we went ahead and grabbed Thousand Sunny or Armarouge. It was funny enough, it was at the speed tier that we wanted to be slower than a lot of the faster Primordial C users. So we're gonna win that weather ward there, at least if we start and stuff like that. But I mean, it's gonna be very good. We got Desolate Land and Magic Guard. Like I said, I wanted a Magic Guard fire type user, so that's going to be great for us. And I mean, defensively, on the physical side, Armarouge is really good. A 125 special attack. I mean, you can't complain about that at all. It's going to be very fun. It's going to be more of a niche pick. As you can see, we kind of started stacking on some physical attackers, so we'll definitely be swapping some mons in and out, but Armarouge is really there just to be able to have a main weather control, and then, like I said, be a nice wall breaker with a built-in Magic Guard. So that's our Thousand Sunny. So here's the issue I had with this next mon. So I really wanted a Strength Sap Prankster mon. Unfortunately, I thought of something funnier, which helped me with removal as well, to stick Prankster on. And that is going to be Hutchin or Toadstool. I mean, Prankster Spore, I mean, come on. I mean, technically it didn't need Prankster with base 100 speed. But we did that anyway. So we got Prankster, we got Spikes, we have Rapid Spin, so it's going to help set hazards, remove hazards. Very good defensively on the special side. Went ahead and gave it Thick Fat just for a ability just to take away our fire weakness, make ice weakness only 2 times instead of 4 times. So, I mean, it's going to be annoying. Unfortunately, I did not get a Strength Sap user with Prankster. I decided to leave it with Toad Scroll. I was really thinking about going with Victory Bell to be to have, but I really wanted a ground resistance grass type. So that's kind of how I landed with Toad Scroll, and I just thought, haha, funny, Prankster Spore. That means every single coach that I play is going to have to prep for this. Otherwise, yeah, it's not going to be fun. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun with Hutchin. It's gonna be. It wasn't on the original draft plan, but it was kind of something. Once we got halfway, I was kind of like, it's there. And besides, I really wanted to use this next mon in draft, and I have never got to because I love this mon. Not very good, but I love this mon. And by me picking Toad Scroll, it actually allowed me to grab it. It's gonna be Decidueye Hisui. I've really wanted to use this mon. Obviously, with it being another grass type, I was technically wanting to grab its. Standard Decidueye, but as a ghost type, I didn't want to double up on that. Let Spectrier be the main ghost type, so it's kind of like, well, we're gonna go with the Hisui. It also filled in our fighting role, so technically, more so going in for our fighting role, technically, for the team. It is our first main physical attacker, and technically, it's also there for hazard removal, because it does get defog. But it is going to be fun. It's a little bit on the slow end, but we did decide to give it Grassy Surge in order to have priority with Grassy Glide. And we also decided to give it Serene Grace, as Serene Grace with its signature move is very funny. We have defensive checks or defense drops. It's going to be able to flinch damn near majority of the time. It's going to be evil. Base 60 is going to be hard to pull that off, but just the thought of it was very funny. I really wanted to use this mon, so that's how we got our boy here. So then, as we also have noticed so far, we are really lacking our physical attackers. We really are. We did go quite specially heavy towards the beginning, which is why, luckily enough, Kumo is still on the board. Obviously, Ursaluna is very good with guts, but we noticed a lot of coaches grabbing either Levitate or Earth Eater or something along those lines. So I thought it would be very good to grab a Mold Breaker ground type in order to say I don't care and still smack them. So that's why I thought it would be funny, and Kuma fit perfectly on the team, so we went ahead and grabbed it. It is our normal type as well, but again, we do have it will be allowed to with Mold Breaker be able to smack all the steel types and all the fire types and all the electric types that they're going for those ground immunities. It's not going to care. We also decided to give it Vessel of Ruin, as it is very bulky on the physical side. So why not let's just throw a Vessel of Ruin to where it's going to be so hard to remove, and it's just going to sit there and be able to put out some damage after damage. I love Ursaluna. It's just going to be our big bulky boy, and Kuma's just going to be there to deal constant damage. And again, the being normal type, it's a good ghost check, so that's one of the other reasons it fit almost perfectly. So next we had a bit of an ice weakness, and also I wanted a Primordial Sea user. Unfortunately, a lot of the good electric types, well, let me rephrase this. I kind of got stuck because I did have Belly Bolt already. I really wanted a flying type with Primordial Sea, so it was kind of hard to try to justify what was there. But there's a 2-point mon that I don't think should be 2 points, and that is Monet or Articuno. Obviously, the typing is the biggest downside of Articuno, but let's throw some Primordial Sea on it, and we're never going to miss Hurricanes, so we just got Stab Hurricanes. We can also run No Guard, which guess what? We're going to hit every single Blizzard, and we're going to hit every single Hurricane. So, I mean, there's just some utility with it. It's going to be really good with weather control. It is a little bit on the slower side. There was a lot of coaches that went for fast Primordial Sea users and fast Desolate Land users. So I definitely liked my weather setters to be a little bit slower in order to kind of override what they had. It's more of a niche pick, but base 95, I mean, it's not going to hit like a truck, but once you throw in No Guard and you're hitting nothing but hurricanes and you're hitting blizzards and it's good special defensive check and its physical defense is not bad at all. I thought it was pretty good for 2 points. I was like, why not? You know, it was kind of like, we can make it niche. It's more of a niche pick, but we're going to try to make some fun with it. Next up, we have, I really needed checks for Fairy, because at this point, I do have a few fighting and dragon mons, and we kind of needed a good poison mon, which is what we were lacking. And like I said, we planned on Victory Bell, but we need a poison type towards the late in the draft, and our boy Trouble, our Muck, was still there. So Muck is going to be actually very fun to use. We decided to give it Intimidate in addition to Corrosion, so we'll be able to poison steel types and poison types. I believe poison types. And I know steel for sure. But it is also a T-Spikes user. As you can tell, our team is very defensive, so that's definitely an option we can do. This is going to allow Muck. I mean, Muck's very especially defensive. Let's just throw Intimidate on it if we wanted to. I definitely wanted to Intimidate Mon, so I thought Muck fit perfectly in that role. It's going to be another one of our bulky attackers, which if you haven't noticed, we have quite a few bulky attackers. We're more so Spectrier is kind of our big main fast guy, our fast hard hitter. The rest of the team is more bulky, because we don't care. We have a lot of coaches that went with Webs, with Prankster, and all the stuff. We don't care. We're just going to go for bulk. We're going to go for type diversity, and we're going to hit hard, and it's going to be hard to remove us. That's going to be our name of the game. Which, funny enough, leads us into our last pick, which we actually picked up in Grace, because it was dropped, and I was like, I have to grab this. This is going to be probably my favorite pick right now, which is Jewelry Bonnie or Diancie. Diancie is so hard to remove, even if you hit it with a super effective move. Let's not talk about steel type moves. Obviously, you know, steel type quad effective is going to hurt. But let's just throw Solid Rock on it, to the point where it's going to take less damage from super effective 2x moves that was already barely doing anything with its defenses. So this is going to be a huge setup sweeper that we're going to have some fun using. It's decent as a secondary hazard setter. But like I said, we did give it Solid Rock and we gave it Fairy Aura, just because most of the time we're going to do Solid Rock, but this is our main Fairy type that's going to really be doing damage. So it's kind of like, why not throw Fairy Aura on it just to make those Moonblasts hit harder? So, I mean, it was just, I'm surprised this was dropped. I had to pick it up immediately, and did it really fit perfectly in our type chart of what we drafted? No. But I just wanted to use it. It seemed perfect. I thought it would be fun, so we went ahead and grabbed it. So that's with Jewelry Bonnie, and that's going to be our last Mon on the team. I really do appreciate you guys making your way to the end of the video. We are so excited to kick off this season. This season is going to be a showdown league. But like I said, it's just for fun. I really wanted to do videos on this because it just seems like an absolute blast, and I'm so excited for it. I wanted to share it with everybody. But I greatly appreciate you guys making it to the end of the video, and we should be uploading either probably on Sundays. We'll probably be doing either Saturday or Sundays. We'll make it work accordingly. We'll see how it goes and go with that. But thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys after week 1. Later, guys.